Hi, my name is Alesha Sinks, and I just want to share a little bit about what God has done in my life and how He's grown me in the past several years. A little over 4 years ago, my husband Travis Sinks and I moved to Delray to help start Redemption Church. We knew Daniel and Laura from several years before in Washington State, where Daniel was our youth pastor, and then after I was out of youth group, I helped in the youth group as a youth leader. I served under Daniel, and after God called them to Florida to plant a church, Travis and I, who were just brand new married, felt like God was calling us to go as well. And so about a year later, we moved to Florida with really just the goal of obeying God and following what He asked us to do and helping love the people of Delray Beach. So when we moved to Delray Beach, my heart in particular, was just to help and serve wherever I was needed. At first, I was able to help and serve a lot in the kids ministry. I was able to coordinate that, write the curriculum, train volunteers, see Daniel and Laura's heart behind loving the kids in our community, and just be super involved in that. And over time, I started coordinating all the volunteers and just helping with setup or tear down or ushering or greeting, just anywhere where I was available and we needed extra bodies. I was able to just step in and help out, which I really enjoy. I look around our church each Sunday and I see so many people that I genuinely love and care about. And from an outside perspective, when I step back and look at it, I'm like, there's no reason that I should know these people or love them the way that I do. And it's so neat and been such an encouragement to me to see that when I am serving people, when I'm serving with people, when I'm seeking God with them, how God just knits our hearts together in love for each other. Something that's been really good and important for me to learn, and that I feel like I'm still learning as I serve, is how important it is to keep coming to God for strength and for guidance and direction, even when I'm doing the same thing over and over that I've done every week for the past 3 or 4 years. That every Sunday it's just as important to come before God and to ask Him to pour His Spirit into me and use me to bless people, that it's, even though I'm standing at the same doorway greeting people like I have done hundreds of times before, maybe not hundreds, but it feels like hundreds sometimes, that always it's important to come to Him and to seek to be filled by Him, even if I know what I'm doing or know how to do the specific task that I'm taking on at that moment. As I've grown in my faith and my walk with God, I've really come to view Him as just my lifeline. People who know me know that I tend to be high-strung and I can get stressed out and overwhelmed really easily. And more, and I feel like every month, every year, I'm learning this more, that when I just turn to Jesus, His peace can just lift me up out of all that. Everything that I can get worried and anxious and overwhelmed with is so small in light of eternity and in light of His love for me, in light of what He's doing in my life and in the world. And He brings me so much just peace and joy personally in my day-to-day life when I do turn to Him. And I really hope that I continue to just grow, to be faster and faster in turning to Him and in surrendering all of my cares to Him, and enjoying the peace that He promises to those who follow Him as I grow to know and love Him more. Looking back at the past 4 years, I'm just so thankful for how much God has grown my faith in Him and my trust in His goodness and my understanding of His Word. I've got a long way to go, but as I look back at who I was 4 years ago versus who I am now, I'm so thankful that I'm not where I was then, that I have just so much more assurance and trust in who God is and His goodness towards me, in the fact that He's going to speak to me, He's going to use me to further His kingdom and to bring Him glory in whatever way He chooses to. And it's such a special thing to see how God can take people who are so different and just knit them together as His family, as the body of Christ. That's probably one of my favorite things that I've been able to see through helping at Redemption Church.